The case of the Dyatlov Pass incident. Part 1, the shelter torn from the inside out. In January 1959, 9 experienced mountaineers from the Ural Polytechnic, led by Igor Dyatlov, set off on an expedition to the Ural Mountains, a remote region of the former Soviet Union, known for its extreme climate and vast, completely uninhabited areas. They were all certified athletes with experience in difficult expeditions. Nothing indicated that this trip would be any different from others. But that would be the last time anyone would see the group alive. When they did not return on the agreed date, search teams were sent. After days of searching in blizzards and temperatures of -30°C, the rescuers found the camp. That's when the case ceased to be just a disappearance, and became one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. The tent was torn from the inside out, a detail confirmed by official forensics. The tent was torn from the inside out, a detail confirmed by official forensics. This meant that the climbers themselves had fled. Around the tent, something even stranger was discovered. Human footprints, barefoot, leading towards the forest. Barefoot. At -30°C. Experienced climbers. The behavior was completely irrational, unless something had forced them to leave in a hurry. 1.5 kilometers from the tent, 2 bodies were found near an improvised campfire, under a pine tree. They were almost naked, a condition known as paradoxical undressing, which sometimes occurs in severe hypothermia. But when other victims began to appear, it became clear that this did not explain everything. 3 of them were found closer to the tent, as if trying to return. But the other 4 were found months later, when the snow melted, inside a ravine. And it was in these 4 that investigators found the most inexplicable things. Extensive fractures. Damaged faces. Broken ribs as in a car accident. But without external bruises. This meant that the climbers themselves had fled. Around the tent, something even stranger was discovered. Human footprints, barefoot, leading towards the forest. Barefoot. At -30°C. Experienced climbers. The behavior was completely irrational, unless something had forced them to leave in a hurry. 1.5 kilometers from the tent, 2 bodies were found near an improvised campfire, under a pine tree. They were almost naked, a condition known as paradoxical undressing, which sometimes occurs in severe hypothermia. But when other victims began to appear, it became clear that this did not explain everything. 3 of them were found closer to the tent, as if trying to return. But the other 4 were found months later, when the snow melted, inside a ravine. And it was in these 4 that investigators found the most inexplicable things. Extensive fractures. Damaged faces. Broken ribs as in a car accident. But without external bruises. The forensic experts stated that the force of the impacts was equivalent to that of a car colliding at high speed, but without any external damage indicating aggression. And a detail that still provokes debate today. Some of the clothing had abnormal levels of radiation. But why did they flee? What did they see? To this day, no theory explains everything at once. Military experiment? Silent avalanche? Infrasound causing panic? Attack? Unknown natural phenomenon? Secret Soviet weapons test? Nothing fits perfectly. And the strangest thing of all, the position of the tent and the state of the bodies indicate that the group tried to survive for hours, organized, making decisions, not in irrational panic. Something forced them to flee. Something that left no obvious marks of violence. But that led them all to death. But what? Days after the discovery of the camp, investigators returned to the site to catalog what remained. But when one of the soldiers tried to reconstruct the scene, he noticed a detail that was not in the original report. Deep marks on the pine trunk indicated that someone had tried to climb desperately, as if trying to escape from something that was coming from the direction of the tent. What could have been so terrifying, so deadly, that made 9 experienced climbers tear their own tent and run barefoot in the snow? Follow me and comment Camp 4 Part 2.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like below and share it with your friends. I'll be back with you in the next video.